Well, before the break, I was showing you one of those cameras in the Charleston area. That was at mile marker 50. Now, at mile marker 58, this, of course, is the one that faces across the river towards downtown Charleston. You can see how it's really moving, too, and we've seen some good flashes of lightning in this camera as well. So the storms are definitely hitting the Charleston area at this point. They will continue to move off to the east from Charleston, perhaps even clipping some of the northern portions of our WOAY Storm Watch 4 area as we go through the next hour or two. We've been talking about it all night. You saw that Facebook Live from meteorologist Christian Boatler. We'll be with you the rest of the night as necessary to track these storms as they continue to make their way across the state. So the weather headlines for the next 7 days. A stormy night is indeed ahead. All the hazards are in play. We're talking about flash flooding, tornadoes, damaging winds, large hail, you name it. We're going to see all of it possible as we go through the overnight tonight. Nice weather by Saturday, though. The skies will clear and the winds will pick up behind the front that's going to give us all those strong showers and thunderstorms. And the rain returns by Monday. Active weather pattern does continue around the region. Temperatures right now are not necessarily warm, but they're pretty mild for this time of the night, certainly. 68 in Beckley, 66 in Oak Hill, 65 in Pipestem, 68 in Bluefield, and also in Welch, 65 in Pineville, 61 in Lewisburg, 59 in Burlington. Now, you'll hear me talk a lot about the dew points and how the dew points usually want to be above 60 degrees. That gives you the best chance for severe weather. That's when the thermodynamics are best for severe thunderstorms, when you get them above 60, at least in this part of the country. Get them above 70, you're talking about something you see more in the southern plains, but the dew points are above 60 just about everywhere around the region except in Burlington, which of course has an air temperature right around 60 degrees at this point. Doppler radar, look at all of the storm reports that we see not only off to our east along the I-95 corridor, but also off to our west. This is what's coming at us. So I'm going to go ahead and take off all these storm report icons so that you can see, get a better look at least of what the storms look like as they continue to approach the area. So you do see two distinct lines now. One now just getting into the state. That's the one that's hitting Charleston at this point and moving off to the southwest from there. This second line right here is going to come through the area as we go through the next couple of hours. So it's two lines that we'll be watching for you, that we'll be tracking for you as we go through the rest of the evening. Now into the state view. And again, you see that thunderstorm that we've been showing you on a couple of those cameras in the Charleston area. Just now paralleling the area. Basically, the area kind of faces northwest to southeast like this in terms of our viewing area. And that's exactly where the line is facing. So it's all going to hit us pretty much at once as we go, as you heard Christian talk about in that Facebook Live an hour and a half or so ago. Severe thunderstorm warning now just issued for the Charleston area. No surprise there given what we've seen in those cameras. The Futurecast shows that line, that first line making its way through the region. And by 4:30 in the morning, it's just about out of here. By 4:30 in the morning, we're talking about. So it's going to keep its strength just about all the way across the area, even getting over to the Greenbrier Valley and points southward down towards the southern coal fields. The good news is that once we get rid of this line of showers and storms, it's pretty much clear sailing as we go all the way into Saturday, Sunday, and into Monday before we begin to see another chance for showers make its way back into the region, not until sometime later Monday and into early Tuesday. So what are we talking about for severe weather threats? Well, we talked about how all the hazards are in play. Now, the tornado threat is smaller than it has been, especially off to our west in portions of Kentucky, where we had about more than a dozen tornado warnings at once in places like Kentucky, Indiana, Illinois, back into Missouri and Arkansas. But the large hail threat is pretty good. The high wind threat is even better. And of course, the flash flooding threat is pretty good too, because we'll see heavy amounts of rain as the storm system comes through. This is the next 48 hours, but really it's the next 12 to 18 hours that we're talking about in terms of the rain kind of accumulations. This happens fairly quickly because these storms are quick movers, and so watch out for some flooding in some of the usual low-lying spots and, of course, ponding of water on the roads. 7-day forecast then. As we go through the next 7 days, we are going to see conditions improve dramatically beginning tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening, 75 as we go through our Sunday afternoon, mostly sunny skies. It will be a bit on the breezy side, though. As we go through our Monday, temperatures drop back a little bit, but really drop back with the next storm system that comes at us towards the middle of next week. That's your weather. More news and sports comes up in just a couple of minutes.